Hello, I'm Martin, and I do voiceover.
I'm Joe, and I make websites.
And we want to see if we can become business friends with business people in just 5 minutes. It could be the start of an amazing business relationship.
Or it could be a complete and utter waste of time.
Still, it's only 5 minutes.
Start the
Timer.
Hello there, could you tell us who you are, what's your name, and what do you do?
Yes, sure. My name's Ronnie Blewitt, and I'm a solicitor. I work in property law. My business is Principles Law, which is a boutique law firm.
Nice. What is your favourite law?
My favourite law? Oh, that's interesting. I guess I've got to say the Law of Property Act 1925, haven't I?
Well, of course. Of course. Isn't that everyone's favourite?
What else would it be?
That's uncanny, actually.
Yeah. Who knew? So you're in property, you love property law.
Yes.
What is the biggest or most impressive property purchase that you've handled? What's the biggest purchase price? Can you tell us?
I can actually. I was involved in a property portfolio deal, which was around the 300 million mark, which was quite extravagant. Yeah, very.
But enough about my house.
Yeah. Next time.
Was that in the UK?
It was, yeah, in Southend actually.
In Southend?
Yeah.
Was it near the arcades by any chance?
Well, I probably can't say.
That was right.
How long did that take then? Because that must have been super complicated.
Yeah, it went on for years because there were so many titles involved. It was a really complicated one, and it wasn't just me; it was a team of people. But yeah, very interesting. And I also dealt, which I can say, with the acquisition of Langham's one of their hotels as well, which was quite interesting. That was quite a big project.
Yeah,
that's nice. Have you ever dealt with anything like any unusual type properties, like maybe a Martello Tower or a castle or something like that?
Ah, yes. I dealt with an acquisition of a mosque, and we had to navigate the Charities Act, which was really complicated. So I remember the stress of that to this day. I remember working late on the Friday night, actually, late into sort of 10, 11 o'clock at night on that. So, interesting one, though.
What's the one thing that you wish people knew about your business, but they never ask you?
Interesting question. I suppose it's the ethical side of it. Not many people sort of see that. They just have the transaction and we do their matter, but there's a lot of thought that's gone into things like how we keep our carbon footprint low, how we treat our staff and things like that. I think some of that gets missed sometimes.
There's so much more to a business than just what you do, isn't there? Do you have, outside of work, do you have any interesting hobbies?
Oh, a bit embarrassed to say. I was a professional athlete, so I have been Miss Great Britain a couple of times. Yes, I won the British Championships in bodybuilding, which was probably seems a bit of a shock.
Do you think that you could bench press Martin?
Yes. No, not at the moment. I hurt my shoulder, actually.
How dare you?
Not at the moment. He's put on a bit recently, but okay.
Do you want me to give it a go, Martin?
Well, I don't know. I don't like heights, so.
Okay. My arms aren't that long.
Do you still lift?
I do, but I train a lot differently now, so I tend to do less heavy weights. It's all sort of light weights, high reps.
And what sort of lift is your favourite? Is it getting a lift from someone in a car, or is it a lift in a building?
1 minute warning.
Well, funnily enough, I was recently away and I was in a lift, and as I got off of the lift, I started to suffer from sort of, I think they call it disembarkment syndrome, so I'm going for the car.
Wow.
Yeah, because I feel a bit wobbly after a lift.
Good choice.
Yeah.
What is the most memorable thing that you've ever watched?
Memorable thing that I've ever watched? I think It's a Wonderful Life, actually.
Okay.
I really quite like that film.
Why is that?
I just think it's a beautiful story. The way he sort of goes through life and sees how his actions have helped others, and I think it just is a really beautiful story. Yeah.
What's the lead actor's name in that film?
Oh, we're out of time.
Saved by the Bell.
What do you think? Did we just spark a valuable new business relationship? Or should we have taken a coffee break instead? Joe's good at that. We'll be back soon to try to make more business friends. We're very lonely. Do you want to be our friend? Or maybe you could suggest someone we can chat to be friends with them. Drop us an email. friends@5mbf.co.uk.
That was so harsh.
At least you didn't examine me on the Law of Property Act. That would have been nice as well. But to be fair, I'd have probably known more than I did about the lead character of the film. I can't remember. Is it?
Does Martin know? That's the question.
No, but my aunt bought me it on DVD years ago because she loves it, and I still haven't watched it. So
you will love it. I watched it last year. Somebody recommended it to me, and they've been and it's a black and white movie, and I don't really like those. But it was really impactful, and I really did enjoy it.